Hey guys, I just want to get this video out and through. I don't have any scripts. I might stutter or take a while to explain my thoughts. That's okay, I'll try to cut out as much as possible. But I just want to talk about this game I've been playing for the past 5 years. It's called Rec Room. If you've been in the VR community, you definitely know what this game is. If you don't know, it's basically just Roblox in VR with voice chat before, well, those got added. In the past few years, this game has only been going downhill, and it seems like no one big in the community has really been talking about all the issues with this game. There's a lot of very bad things going on with the community, and I feel like everyone has just either left. Every old player has gone somewhere else. Every content creator that I know of, all the big content creators that are verified, have moved on to other games. For example, Animal Company, Chubby Your Snail, Skull VR, Slat. They've all moved to different VR games, like Animal Company. Okay, so let's just start. First of all, Greedy. This game, well, yes, it's a free game, but the inflation has gone up a lot. As you can see, whenever they have a big event, they always have these bundles for real life money. These normally would cost like, I don't know, like 900 tokens. And look, they're charging money just to get extra XP for 30 minutes. $10 for 30 minutes of extra XP. Another thing is that they don't really care about this game anymore. They let the community take care of it. And there's a lot of problems with that. So instead of, well, they released UGC. And I mean, UGC isn't bad, but there's a big problem with UGC. Is that they give it out to too many people. And Rec Room doesn't really have an identity anymore because there's this UGC. There's tons of UGC that, violate copyright. And another big problem is that once it's rolled out to more creators, some items straight up just aren't valued anymore. Look, if you go to custom clothing, when custom shirts first released, people tried to remake fake Class of 2016 shirts. However, it was obvious that they were fake because there wasn't like a real model. As you can see, this doesn't. Okay, that's not. But these don't look real at all. It's because it was stuck at this model. However, they added more customization options. And now you can make hoodies, you can make different shapes of shirts. As you can see. Yep. By the way, this was only available, well, the real version was only available during 2020 around April with a collab. some items just don't have value anymore because of that. Same thing applies to UGC, that you can make any model of anything. For example, there was something, I don't know where it is, but there was a replica of the shutter shades. There was a replica of the gold shutter shades for creators that like only 1% of people used to have. But it was remade with like slightly different color changes. Like, you look up here, maybe like see? These are exact models of the class of shirts. It's just that the texture is slightly changed. And also, same thing applies with Rec Room Studio. It came out around 2023 or so, but Rec Room Studio basically means you can import anything into Rec Room, which makes the Maker Pen useless, basically, because you can just make the most realistic models possible. And a Rec Room Studio room would be 20 times better than a regular room made using the Maker Pen. And not everyone has a PC, so you can't get into creating because there's already a big competition. Speaking of creating, this community, low effort rooms are promoted in the community. What I mean by that, stuff like this. Notice how it's a Rec Room Studio only thumbnail. It's low effort. The big figures in the community only make low effort rooms. Most of them. For example, the club system. If you go on rec.net, none of the photos are worthy because there's this weird type of people called promoters. Now they either get a bunch of, what they do is they get a bunch of friends, they friend request everyone in a public server, and they all invite them to either a club or a room. And that low effort room or club gets, well, promoted. It gets more attention because there's more people. And with clubs, they spam announcements to cheer photos, so they can be at the top of rec.net, which is a website that lets you share photos. So all the top dogs on rec.net are just low effort, uncreative photos. And they allow AI as well. You can see this. August 2025, they fired 60% of their staff. 60%. It's because they can't make enough money to pay all of them. Even with these microtransactions everywhere that they spam in your face, and they put FOMO on everything, they couldn't pay their staff. They laid off Hairy Man Legs and Pow. Now, if you're part of the community, you definitely know who those people are. But they got laid off. And from what I heard, Hairy Man Legs is working on a game called Rough Nuts. I'm not sure about that. A couple months ago, they did a Class of 87 event where they brought back the old rec center from 2018. And I mean, it was okay. I didn't play during that time, but it was sort of good. However, they still charged money, of course. And a certain shirt that was in the game for almost 10 years was sold there for 3,000 tokens which, by the way, is almost impossible to get as a free-to-play player. 3,000 tokens. That, and also there's a problem with that. Is that they pay pedophiles. Some of the top dogs in the community are actually really bad people. And they don't do nothing about it because they get money from it. Because of course they do. For example, Roz Maz. He's the owner of the biggest military and rec room, but he's not banned. Even though there's multiple videos of him talking sexually to a girl that he knew was 13 at the time. And for example, Bear to Bear, he got exposed twice and he's not banned. He's still making money from Rec Room because he's a content creator for that game. They do not care about the safety of children, like most of the time. They stopped caring. The same thing applies with moderation. I've reported so many people. I reported a dozen people back in like 2024. Yeah. And not a single one got banned. By the way, back in like 2020, if you report someone, they would get banned in like a day. They got no moderation. You see, Roz Maz, he's making at least, as you can tell, he has the golden cape, which means you've made at least $50,000 from Rec Room. From kids playing in your military. The same thing applies with Abdul, which also got exposed as a pedophile. And I feel like no popular people has really talked about this, except for a few exceptions. Around 2024, I met my ex-best friend on here. And I mean, that was probably the most fun I ever had on this game ever. And there's still a lot more that I could talk about the small communities. Cheaters. They don't care about cheaters, by the way. No anti-cheat, like whatsoever. Problems with the Maker Pen community. Problems with other smaller niche communities. I could go on and on, but I think I'm just going to stop here. Because those are my main stuff I wanted to talk about for Rec Room. This was one of the main reasons I actually wanted to start a YouTube channel, because I just want to explain my thoughts about games that I love. Well, I used to love. Because I want to get my word out to as many people as possible. And